Hello everyone, this video is a Little Nightmares 2 All Collectibles guide. I'm going to show you the locations of all of the hats and all of the glitched remains throughout all of the chapters in this video. I'll also show you how to get all of the side achievements, so that will help you get the 100% achievement for this game. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Let's get this going. Okay, so first up we have one of the glitched remains. This is down on the right here. Just before you have to climb up, rather than climbing up, you just want to head to the right and down into this sneaky hole, and you can find the first glitch remains of the entire game. There's 4 in this chapter. Next up we have the second glitched remain. Just after you set off the trap with the stick, you have to pull out of another trap. You'll slide down this log, and you'll want to turn around and slide under that log to find another sneaky hole, and you can find another glitched remain underneath. That's 2 then, 16 to go. So for this achievement you have to get through the first section of the game without dying. It's called Evasive Prey. I've made a guide that shows you how to get through the whole game without dying, so if you're looking for a complete guide for this achievement, have a little look in the description for that guide. Next up we have the achievement What's in the Box. For this one you need to look in the fridge in the Hunter Shack that's in the kitchen. So once you get through to here, you just need to jump up, grab the handle of the fridge, open it up, and your achievement should pop, or your trophy if you're on PlayStation. Next up we have the first hat that is in the first chapter. Just after you've opened the fridge, head this way, and instead of going down the stairs to meet 6, just head over here towards the screen and to the left, and you'll find yourself the raccoon tail hat. Next up we have the achievement 26, which is linked to interacting with 6. You can do this at any time that you're with 6. You just need to keep talking to her using the call button. Eventually your achievement should pop. There's also another achievement here you can get for holding 6's hand for 6 minutes. The achievement will pop once you let go of a hand, so you basically just need to hold a hand for 6 minutes, let go, and then you should get your achievement or trophy. So next up we have another hat. You can only get this one if you have the Gnome's Attic DLC. I'm not sure if you can even get the achievements for getting all of the hats if you don't have this DLC. You probably can, but just in case you do have the Gnome's Attic DLC, I'll show you how to get this hat. After you've got the key in this area, when you go to leave, you'll see the gnome run across the screen, and you need to go back where you found the crank and climb up to follow him. So that's over here. You'll see him start climbing up the shelf here. Follow him all the way up, and you'll have a little sequence to go through in order to unlock the area where the hat is. This is kind of a long little section to get the hat, but he'll run into this suitcase first. If you're quick about it, you can open it and then it closes itself again, which is kind of funny. Then you need to throw the shoe at the box. He'll come out and come over to the drawer. When the drawer starts to shake, open that up, and then he'll go and jump in the chair. You need to jump on the chair a few times to get him to come out. And when he does that, he'll come over here and knock this picture over, allowing you to squeeze through the vent hole and run a little bit into the room, and he'll turn a light on, and you need to sort of run with him across the shelf. Just run underneath him and he'll move along with you, and then you need to pull this box so that he can jump over, and push it so that he can jump over again. And then once you've done that, run over to the far side of the room. I like to pull this box back a bit because you've got to make the same route that he has to get up to where he was so that you can get the hat. So either way you're going to have to move that box. I just like to move it at that point. Run over to the gate here, and the gnome will open up the door for you. There we go. And come over into the far side of this room and pull the switch. That'll turn on the lights. And then you need to go back. If you haven't pulled back the box, just pull it about halfway now, and then open up this drawer of the filing cabinet. Come all the way up and just follow the same route that the gnome took, and then you can get over to the hat. Kind of a bit of a detour off the main path, and you can only get into this area if you have that DLC. Kind of an expensive DLC for what it is. It's literally just this area. But there we go. There's the hat. Let's put it on, why not? Right, there we go. So next up we have another one of the glitched remains. After using the key that you just got in the attic to open up this door, if you come out here you can see the outhouse in the far side of the screen, and you'll need 6 to give you a leg up so that you can open that. So go ahead and open it up, and there's the glitched remains on top of the toilet. Sorted. Next up we have the third hat of chapter 1. This is the yellow rain hat. If you come up here and climb up these boxes like a ladder and jump across, you'll end up on this box. Get on top of it, jump up and down a few times, and then you can go ahead and get the hat. Sorted. Hat number 3, that's all of the hats in chapter 1. You will start with 2 hats, so we've got 5 so far out of 12. Right, once you reach this point and you're escaping the hunter, you'll eventually come to the shack where you've got to use the shotgun. To get this achievement, you're going to have to put on the right hat, which is the raccoon hat that we picked up earlier on. So let's go ahead and put that on, and then you just want to play as normal and use the shotgun to shoot the hunter. Doing this will pop your achievement. This was the last achievement I needed. So I got my achievement for getting all of the achievements right here, but you may not get that for a while. It was just because that was the last one I needed. Okay, so the last glitch remain of chapter 1 can be found just before you exit chapter 1, after you floated across the ocean on the door. It's over here by the TV. Kind of a difficult one to miss, it's pretty obvious. But there it is. The 4th glitched remain out of 18. On to chapter 2 then. Once you've gone through this section and you have to make the jump where 6 catches you, she's going to pull you up and come up the stairs here and over to the left through this doorway, and the glitched remain is just here looking over the ledge of where 6 got lifted up by the TV. Okay, moving on then. Another glitched remain coming up just before the entrance to the school. After you move the dumpster, in the far back right corner here, the glitched remain can be found next to this dumpster. That's an easy one to miss. Some of these don't appear until you approach them, so they can be a little harder to see. But there it is. Next up we've got the first hat, which is in the same area. You have to come over here up the stairs, over the banister, and the hat is on this dumpster right here. And this achievement is linked to another achievement, or sorry, this hat is linked to another achievement, so put it on, run through the goalposts, and that'll get you the achievement called Referee. Next up we have the achievement Fly Free, just after the area we were just in, and you enter the school. If you come back here and through this doorway, you can find a paper aeroplane in this room. You need to get this paper aeroplane and throw it through the window we just climbed through. So grab the aeroplane, head back this way. Keep running, and once you get to here, the edge of the light is about where you want to throw it. Just throw it through the window and you'll get the Fly Free achievement. So next up we have another glitched remains. After you jump through this doorway, you'll come to an area with a bunch of lockers in front of you. Pull open this locker, and there's the glitched remain just inside. And that's the 3rd one of chapter 2 already. So for this next achievement we need to kill 3 of the bullies in one go in this area. As the teacher has her back turned, crouch up behind the second student right here. And you could probably go at this point, but I wait for it to turn back around to give me a little bit of extra time to get going. Once she turns around and starts writing again, start sprinting into the room, the bullies are going to trigger and start chasing you. Jump up on the shelf, and as you get close to the top, jump away. Dropping the shelf on the 3 bullies will get your achievement. Nice and easy. Next up we have the achievement Merciful Feet. Once you reach this room with the bully tied to the wall, you'll want to wait on the edge of the chalk drawings for the bully to run at you and get knocked back by the rope, and then make the run for the pipe. I want to time that so just as he's about to get knocked down by the rope, you start moving to move towards the pipe. Basically you have to smash through the door without taking the bully out to get that achievement to pop. So next up we have the second hat of chapter 2. Once you reach the library area and you drop down here and need to move the ladder over to the second shelf, climb all the way up, and you can find the hat right there. That's the bucket hat. Easy. There it is. Right, so we've got another glitched remain here. Once you get to this area, if you head up the stairs and up the left smaller set of stairs, come towards the screen and you can find the glitched remain sitting here, dangling its legs over the edge. Right, once you reach this area where you have to move this shelf in order to jump through the vent, you can go through the door that it was blocking in its original position. So open up the door, hop up here, and you can see the glitched remain sitting there on top of the fridge unit. And that's 5 out of 6 so far. So once you reach this section where you've got to smash the piano through the floor, you can get the achievement monotones just by running backwards and forwards on the piano keys. I'm pretty sure you've got to go back and forward 3 times, but either way, if you haven't got this one, just keep going back and forward on the keys until your achievement pops. Nice and easy. So next up we have the final glitched remains, and this is on your way out of the school area, just before you get Six's raincoat. So over here next to this paper boat is where the remains are. Nice and easy. And that should be it for chapter 2. Onto chapter 3, which is the hospital then. Just after you pick up the flashlight and squeeze through the door here, head up away from the screen and the first glitch remain can be found at the back of this area. So right there, next to the cart. Next up we have the achievement or trophy hunger. For this one, you just need to keep using the vending machine. Usually you'd use this to get an item to throw at the switch, but if you just keep using the vending machine, just keep jumping up, grabbing the handle. I think you need to do it 6 times. You'll basically reach a point where snacks stop coming out of the vending machine. Just keep doing it again and again and again, and when you've done it 6 times, you'll get your achievement. So for this next one, we're going to get a hat, which is up on top of the shelf in this room. You need to come into this room to get the teddy to burn it and get the key. I'd advise doing this achievement before doing the ex-best friends achievement, just because it can get a little buggy if you use the x-ray machine first. So grab this hat, put it on, grab the teddy, let's go and burn it to get the key. So off we go. We'll come back and do the x-ray achievement when we've done this. We've got to come back up here anyway once we've got the key. So take the teddy over to the elevator. The key to getting this achievement is to make sure you're wearing the hat that I'm wearing, the one we just got, which was on top of that shelf. There's a few of these achievements that are tied to wearing the right hat while you perform an action within the game. But yep, chuck the teddy into the incinerator. Six will also throw her toy in, which you don't need to do, it's just a little bit of extra fun, I guess. Pull the switch and that should get you your achievement. Toys are for kids. So next up we have the achievement X Best Friends. To get this one you need to stand behind the x-ray screen and hold Six's hand. So pull the switch to turn it on, grab her hand and just stand behind the x-ray screen and your achievement should pop. So once you come up here to use the key on this door that we just got out of the incinerator, you'll come through this room with a few mannequin parts hanging around and on the floor, and you need to head towards the screen to continue along the main path, but if you head to the back here you can find the glitched remains just in the back of the room right here. So when you're fighting the hand that jumps at you, you're going to need to hit it 3 times to kill it. Once you've killed it, just keep hitting it with the hammer and that'll get you the achievement and stay dead. I think you have to hit it 5 or 6 times to get that achievement to pop. So next up we have the achievement popcorn. Once you've got the fuse after killing the hand, come and put the fuse into the door here and you can find the popcorn just on the floor in the next room. We're going to take the popcorn, or the corn, down to the elevator that we went down earlier and put it in the incinerator, and that'll get you your achievement. A little bit of backtracking, takes a minute to get done, but this is how you get that achievement. So let's keep going, heading along our way. So many side achievements in this game. Some of them are pretty difficult to figure out. But let's go and chuck the corn into the incinerator then. Pull the switch. And that'll get you your achievement. Nice and easy. Okay. So now that that's done, let's get the next side achievement, which is called Objection. When you come through here, this is just before the room where the mannequin arms are trying to grab you. You can find a piece of cheese in the corner of that room. If you pick it up, come through the door, and then up this way so you can squeeze through the bars. There's a door you can enter on your left. And you want to chuck the piece of cheese into this hole, and that'll get you the achievement Objection. There's also one of the glitched remains in this room as well. That's the third one of the hospital. We've got one more to get. And this is it. Just after you escape the room with the crawling mannequins, you'll enter into this room, which is the shower. And in the back corner of this room, you can find a soapbox that you need to move out of the way so that you can uncover a vent and squeeze through it. Once you get all the way through, you can find a glitched remains next to the bathtub in this room. Okay. So once you've done that, and you enter the room where you're being chased by all the mannequins, after you escape, you can find a room with an electric chair. Next to it is a medicine ball. You need to pick the medicine ball up and throw it at the arms that are all trying to grab you through the planks, and that'll get you the achievement medicine ball. Next up, we've got the final hat of chapter 3. This is hat number 7 that you can find throughout the game, the 9th hat you're going to have. As I said at the start of the game, you start out with 2. In this room, you've got to pull out the drawers so that you can do some platform jumping, but the hat is in this freezer drawer right here. You just need to open it up, and it's just sitting inside right there. Let's go ahead and put that on. Take a look at it, why not? There it is. Sorted. Okay, next up we have the achievement First Do No Harm. To get this one, you've got to escape the doctor, and instead of pulling the switch to incinerate him, you just want to leave him locked in the incinerator. So once he follows you in here and you escape, 6 is going to close the door, and when she does that, you just don't want to pull the switch. Just go ahead and head over to the elevator. She'll come over and help you out. And that'll get you the achievement First Do No Harm. Nice and easy. So I think you actually get this achievement after the elevator leaves, so I'm kind of just waiting it out here. Might as well include all of it. Let's go. Okay then, on to chapter 4. First up we've got the glitched remains. First one of 4 in this area. This is number 15 out of the total 18. Once you get to here, you'll need to get 6 to help you open the window. And once you squeeze through, head away from the screen, and there's an open manhole cover that you can go down, and the glitched remain is down there. So let's go down. It's a long ladder you've got to climb down. You can just sort of keep dropping and grabbing the ladder to save yourself a little bit of time if you like. Once you get to the bottom, you can find the glitched remain hanging over this edge next to the fishing rod. Okay then, next up we have the second glitched remain. Once you've done the elevator section where you have to jump on top of the elevator to get through, come over to the left corner, pull this box out of the way. This is kind of an obvious one if you ask me, but uncover the vent and squeeze through, and you can find the glitched remain on this mattress in this little room right here. And just after that section, you'll be running across these rooftops, and you'll have to climb up the wooden structure right here, but this box is just inside that if you jump up, you can jump through a window and end up in this room, And the third glitched remain is in that room. Only one more of those to go then. So once you're in the postal room, you can come down here and back through a vent hole to find the postal officer's hat. Let's go ahead and put that on. You're going to need this hat for an achievement in a little while, so you might as well put it on now. Why not? There we go. One more hat to go that we can find within the game. You get one more for beating the game as well. Next up we have the final glitched remains of the game. Once you use the coat hanger to get down here, you're going to jump back through the window and all the way back along here and jump through the window on this side. Once you get to here, you can find the glitched remain, and you can also find the statue that you need to smash to get the Unladylike achievement or trophy. You might recognize those statues from the first Little Nightmares. Okay, so next up we have the achievement post-industrial. Once you jump into the vent here and need to jump to clear the blockage, you'll come down, make sure you've got the postal officer's hat on for this, and open up the suitcase. Inside you can find a package. Let's pick up the package, head all the way over to the left here. With that package, and the hand's going to come out and grab it, and that'll get you the achievement post-industrial. Sorted. Only a couple left to go now. We have one more hat to get in this area. This is the final hat that you can find in the game, and if you've beat the game already, you should know this section. You have to move the cart around to get through this area. But instead of pushing it down the ramp, drag it over to this shelf right here on the left side, hop on top of it, and run all the way along right here. Grab yourself the hat right there. Beautiful. Sorted. Okay, so for the last hat, you'll only unlock this once you beat the game. So once you beat the game, load up any chapter, put the hat on. That'll get you the achievement, How Do I Look? And that should get you the primetime content consumer, so you should have all of the achievements unlocked. So that's it for my achievement guide for Little Nightmares 2. Hopefully it helped you out in some way. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to just let me know that it helped you out. I appreciate that. I'll link around my full guide if you're looking for a guide that you can follow throughout the entire game if you like. Yeah, much love. Have yourself a great day, and until next time, take it easy.